Alright, yo, what is going on, you guys? My name is Gamer, and welcome to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. This is the fourth game of the Ace Attorney series. Yeah, there's Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations, and then this one, and then we have Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice. But I already played the other three, so I'm just gonna go with this one on the channel to start off, and then I'm gonna play the other two. So yeah, let's get started with a new game. The Turnabout Trump. Hmm. Animated, that's pretty neat. Showdown. Oh, you lose. Yeah. Eek. I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him hard. Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that? April 20th, 9:37 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Panic, palms sweaty. Panic, palms sweaty. I can admit it. I'm nervous. Ah, good morning. Good morning, sir. Looked tense, Justice. Wound up tight. Say that. What? Um, sir? No, I'm loose. I'm fine. Breath glitching. Weird. Every time I see a movement, it glitches. It's weird. That the screeching noise. Is that your voice? I suppose it's you expect your first trial, and it's homicide. It's a homicide. I guess justice doesn't start small. I'm fine. I got up at 5 a.m. to do my chores off steel, or cords of steel. To do my cords of steel voice work out. I'm fine. That explains it. I did detect a certain rasping quality in your stream. Oh my god. I hope it did it again. By the way, sorry if I'm quiet, I'm tired. Bruh. Glitching is messing with my head. I'll probably fix it. I'll fix it probably next episode. As you know, your client today is a good friend of mine. I wouldn't want to let him down. Yeah. Drift got it. Drift got him? Sir, I'm all over that drift. As it happens, I did with him that night of the murder. Oh, we can't let this case fall through. Yes, I'm fine, sir. One more thing. Don't say you're fine quite so much. People might take you the wrong way. Oh. I'll be preparing our case. You might want to introduce yourself to the client. Okay, my name is Apollo Justice. Is it clear already? I'm a new attorney. Today's my first trial. Not that I'm worried or anything. The defendant has been accused of murder. One wants to help him out, of course. And so do I. I mean, there's no way he did it. Not him, no way. Bruh, is that Phoenix? Bruh, no way. Whoa, good, morning. Morning. It's all up to you today. Bruh, I don't like this glitching. What is that, Phoenix? First trial, nervous. Meeting him, cardiac arrest. I think I'm supposed to say something. Help. So, you're fine, I'm fine. Mr. Fine, is it? I do remember you having an odd name. Well, we're off to a great start. Are you sure you're okay? I mean, with me? Gavin is our top-notch defense attorney. He's your friend, so why? You'll see. Oh, you can do it. Be confident. Um, I, I'm really sorry this happened to you. It's time. Shall we? Yes, sir. By the way, I'm going to be making an episode of this every single day until I beat the game, and then I'll head on to the next game. Okay, I need to focus. First trial, here comes justice. April 20th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Oh my god, it looks so weird, all glitchy. The courtroom is now in session. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is, ready, Your Honor. Mind going blank, don't panic, actually. Your name was Mr. Justice, and this is your first trial. Yes, Your Honor. Fine, really. I'm quite sure your voice sounds a bit strained. And Mr. Gavin. Yes, Your Honor. I was under the impression that you would be heading up this case. That was my intention, yes. However, a defense attorney must always concede his client's wishes. My client specifically requested Mr. Justice. Well, of course, he wants justice. But to entrust this case to the Greenhorn, why? I do not exaggerate when I say that you're the best defense attorney in town, Mr. Evan. Gavin's got trial experience, fine, but does he have cord steel? Damn. Let's begin. The defendant may enter the courtroom. This is the fun part. Oh, this has to be Phoenix. Surely an unfortunate turn of events. Sorry we had to meet again under these circumstances. Long time no see, Mr. Wright. I knew it. I knew it. It's Phoenix. Let's put the past behind us, shall we? These days I'm merely Phoenix Wright, piano player. Bruh. You're an ace attorney, though. This happened. I won't speak of it further. The prosecution would be so kind as to explain the charges, Miss Lane. I saw you enter this room as a fresh attorney. And now I see you leave in oh my, uh, instant pain. Subtle as ever, I see. And the crime occurred at the Barsh Club, a Russian restaurant. The defendant Phoenix Wright took the victim in custody hit him, wham, in the head, smack, killed him cold. At the restaurant, you said? And the defendant, you say he was a pianist for the club, it seems. That's right, a pianist. This is the weapon. This is the weapon that took the victim's life. A bottle of grape juice. Grape juice is apparently our defendant's drink of choice. The court accepts the deadly bottle as evidence. Okay. Oh, I didn't read that. All evidence is filed in the court record. I accidentally skipped that. Grape juice bottle used. The murder weapon bears the defendant Mr. Wright's fingerprints. Alright. Wait, what if I check it? So I'm playing on an emulator, so if I... Ooh. Okay. Okay. Make a practice of checking it frequently. The court record. Right, I heard that. The court record... use the court record button to look at the evidence so far. I'm confident in your ability to handle this. Sounds like it's time for some hands-on action. So, the victim was a customer at this restaurant? Well, I need to fix that. Just who was this shady Smith fellow? Well, we believe he was a traveler, Your Honor. According to his passport, he had been out of the country for a number of years. He had only returned to this country recently through his place of residence, and he had some sort of connection with the defendant. That too was unclear, wasn't Your Honor? I believe they first met at the Portsmouth Club on the night of the crime. If they had only just met, then why murder? Perhaps the victim slighted the defendant's piano playing. Does it appear to have been in the case? No. The motive had nothing to do with the defendant's lack of playing skills, at least not piano playing. I'll let this photo explain what I mean. See, a game of poker was in progress at the scene of the crime. Wait a sec, isn't poker crime in itself? Oh my god, this music. Indeed, it appears our defendant has fallen to become the basis of... Sorry, no. Is it true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim? That it was only that, a game in the purest sense of competition? Yes, a test of wits, silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs were wreathed in blue flame. No, it's final. Come again? The cards on the table had blue backs, Your Honor. I believe the defense was waxing poetic in an attempt to mystify those present and impress women. That will be our first order of business here then, to find out more about this fatal game of cards. We will defend it. You will testify to the court about the poker competition held the night of the crime. My pleasure. This is it. Trial. Here goes nothing. Cross-examination final, witness testimony verdict. I am a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play it at all. My real job is to take on interested customers over at the poker table. The room where we play and the competition in there are the club's main attraction. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. That's all it is. A game, and our customers are happy. Pianist who can't play piano. Better than a defense attorney who can't defend. Bruh, he just roasted Phoenix. Very well, the defense may not begin the cross. Right, Your Honor. Cross-examination, don't blow it. Are you alright? You're sweating bullets. Bullets. There. Your speech, Justice. Your voice sounds strained and raspy, too. Your brain feels strained and raspy. Watch me perform cross-examinations many of them. So, you never done one yourself, have you? Here for a refresher? Should I ask Kevin for a refresher? No thanks, I know how to do one. No need for me, officer. I think I got this one covered. Things you better do more than you think. You know it. Do you not? Fine. The cords of steel are ready for me. My weapon, press and present. Find any inconsistencies, any lies in the testimony, and reveal them to the court. That is cross-examination. Learn it, know it, do it. No, I can't read. Bro, it's literally 11:52 p.m. It's almost midnight, and I'm tired. These lies. Phoenix right. As if Phoenix right would never lie, and it's up to me to prove it. The defense begin the cross-examination. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I am a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. You can hardly play? Oh, I play sometimes when customers demand it. So I play them one song. That's usually all they want. That's supposed to be a boast. The title of pianist is a mask. A respectable face I wear on the world at large. Are you really at the folk? Oh. My real job is to take on interested customers over to the poker table. They pay you just to play poker? That would seem to be the case. I'm a professional after all. Bah. Do I detect pride in that statement? It's just hard for an honest, hard-working member of society like me to imagine. Sure, imagination was always a bit limited. Well, what? I played poker for 7 years in that little room, and I've never lost once. You see why the customers come now? Beat an undefeated poker champion. It's quite a draw. That is, I'm quite a draw. Wait, you never lost once? Not even one time? As I said, I'm a professional. 7 years and not lost once. 11? Is that even possible? The room where we play and the competition in there are the club main attractions. Hang on, Okay, so 2 a.m. Okay. Let me check this. So, alright. The room in the crime scene photo is an attraction. It has quite a history, actually. The Borscht Bull Club, I can't pronounce that word. Bull Club used to be a gathering spot for black market type back in the day. Black market. All in the past, things like the black market are only on the silver screen nowadays. Suffice it to say that there were a lot of deals being made on the table. Right there in that room. Smoky room, gambling hood, you know? Just looking at this picture makes me feel bad. Bosses gathering around the table, cutting deals safe from the eyes of the law. Meanwhile, a goon keeps watch through a small window. I can picture now. The window does not look like it would be good for keeping a lookout, but little else. The room had a few other tricks to it, though it was common knowledge to our regulars. At any rate, they come to play poker in a room steeped in history. Despite the dark past, it was all just good. Team fun. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. 2 decks of cards. A measure to prevent cheating. If you alternate 2 decks of cards, no one can slip it in the cards. There's something else noticed. In addition to the cards on the table, there are some lying scattered on the floor. Precisely, cards on the table, cards upon the floor, each one forming a complete deck. Crime scene painted blue by a sad sweep of color. Poetic, really. Incidentally, we used 2 types of cards at the club. One of the deck of cards was red, the other blue. As I recall, in poker, you make 5 card hand. I can see how it would be easy to cheat. Yes, a game of hands. This competition you're talking about. I believe the court understands the nature of the game sufficiently. Right. It was a simple game after all. Are you sure? Huh? People are not murdered over simple games. And you were in the room at the very moment of the crime. That you claim no connection to the crime. Now that's strange. What's strange? I was testifying about the competition and asking me about the crime at this point is against the rules, Your Honor. Of course, I expected to hear a cry of objection from the defense. Completely let that one slip by. Don't despair yet, Justice. Sir. Right. There's something I'd like to make clear. Namely, your connection to the case at hand, and I'd like to hear it from you. Sure, why not? Very well. The defendant will amend his testimony. Little press, and I've got myself a whole new testimony. I plead silence regarding the murder, but I will say I never touched the murder weapon. Silence. The defendant has a right to refuse to testify. I haven't forgotten everything about the law. That clearly puts you at a disadvantage. And it's your job to turn that around in our favor. Yes. Great. Like I didn't have enough to do already. Justice, didn't you detect anything odd about that testimony? Something said did ring a little strange. Just one thing. Now, what was it? You figured it out, like you just. I know it. It was he said he never touched the murder weapon, but if we read here, it says grape juice bottle used at the murder weapon as the murder weapon. There's the defendant, Mr. Wright's prints. So that's probably a contradiction in testimony. But imagine Mr. Wright lying in a testimony. Isn't that a little early to be jumping to a conclusion? Should first cross-examination take it slow. If you need more information, don't forget the press. I got it. I'm fine. Bro, did I do it? So, you say you didn't touch the murder weapon. So, you say you didn't touch the murder weapon, this grape juice bottle? Sorry about that cut there. I had to do something proceeding. Where were we? So, you say you didn't touch the murder weapon, this grape juice bottle? Right. So I said, "Mm, something's the matter, Mr. Justice?" And our defense attorney never learned how to play dumb. This is the pain. I examined the bottle in the question, you see. It was the defendant's finger. Yeah. Oh, shun. No need to shout, Mr. Justice. I can hear you just fine. Just yelling can damage the judge's ears in our case. But, but what about my cord steel? Anyway, anyways, what's so strange about the fingerprints on the bottle in a restaurant? Well, that's true. Depends on the angle. Bruh, it wouldn't prove a thing if they were normal fingerprints. Huh? But the fingerprints on the murder weapon were upside down. Upside down? What does that mean? It means he was holding the bottle inverted, and there can be only one reason for that. Yes, spraying someone with the bottle. Sir Gavin, I think this just all turned for the worse. Oh, I see no problem, Justice. Huh? The only thing that matters is the truth. There's a good reason for everything you see. Listen, Defendant, can you explain your fingerprints on this bottle to the court? I stand by my plea of silence regarding the murder. Now, very cooperative, are you? This could hurt your case. I'm sure he's uncooperative because he's hiding something. There must be some reason. Your Honor, you seem to have forgotten something. And what might that be, Mr. Gavin? The night of the crime, who was it who reported the murder to the police? Reported? Well, that was the defendant, Mr. Wright. But still, that... Really? Yes, well, according to the case file, the murder was reported near the scene by a call from the defendant's cell phone. Near the scene. Let's take a look at a diagram of the murder scene, shall we? Alright. The victim was murdered in a small room in a basement 2 floors down from ground level. Of course, cell phones can't get reception so far down. The defendant used the stairs in this hallway to go above ground. The call came from the first floor of the restaurant. See, and this is the phone that made the call. Mr. Wright's cell phone added to the defendant could have just fled from the scene of the crime if he so chose. Yet he fulfilled his duty as a citizen and reported it to the authorities. And you claim he is being uncooperative? I say, Mr. Gavin, I'd better not waste this. I think the prosecution has toyed with our client enough for the time being. Wait, I assure you no one is more serious about... What was it you said? The defendant was in the room the very moment that crime occurred? That the crime occurred? How can you possibly know this? That's a good question. How indeed? Answer simply, Your Honor. The prosecution has a decisive witness. You're good as they say you are. Was in the room the night of the crime. They witnessed it. Everything up till now has been a warm-up, Chester. You ready? Very well, the prosecution may call its first witness to the stand, okay? The witness will state her name and profession. Hold on a moment. Where's the witness? I'm surmised that she has been frightened by the defense's demonic-looking horns. So I used a little hair gel to relax people. Have no fear. Any horns point in your direction, this court will cut them off. You sure? I swear it on my gavel. Please come out. Even violence against you are crying out. Well, if you're sure it's okay. And now the prosecution. Wait a minute. Would the prosecution care to explain the witness paraphernalia? Okay. Yes, she's a professional. Okay, I accidentally skipped something. And that would be, my name is Olga Orly. Olga Orly. I'm employed as a waitress in Borscht Bowl restaurant. And I the camera. Of course, it's my pride to serve Borscht that is naming restaurant. But I also perform, it said, other service. I take it one of these services is taking the customer's picture. Like, for example, this one. Bro. Oh, that's colored. It's actually a colored picture. That's the defendant. Indeed, on the night of the murder. Man in white hat is the one who has gone caught. Indeed, that is the victim. Alright. Interesting order. This is quite a piece of evidence to casually drop into our laps. It is the same way as I could drop whole bulls on laps customer casually. Then the court will casually accept this new way. Alright, now witness. Where were you at the time of the murder? I was in the room. The hideout. Can you follow it? Excuse me? The hideout? It is room where famous gangster bad guy was arrested. It is room where murder took place. Like how she's making me stumble upon my words more than I usually do. What? Your luck of utter surprise is lovely. I'll post my courtroom door later for you. But photos will be numbered and you'll write which one you want a copy of. There were 3 people in the room at the time of the crime. Shady Smith, and Mr. Wright, and Olga Orr. Mr. Wright isn't the killer, technically. Very well, witness. You will testify to the court about the night events. Alright. Testimony time. The fateful night. Let me do this. Let me save my game. Save. Do you want to return? No. I want to. Alright. That night. Okay, that night, customer asked me to deal cards for game. It was cold. Both players played with hat on. Duh. The victim, he plays whole time with his hand on locket at his neck. Then last hand is done, but something terrible has happened. Duh. The man flew at victim and is strangling him to death. Strangling him. Silly, who won the game? It's obvious the winner was the victim. Maybe that's all because Mr. White can't understand justice. Maybe he could come up with a legitimate relative. He hadn't lost in 7 years. Take it from me, Kate, it happens. I didn't lose a case my first 7 years of Russia either. Eventually, I had some evidence here. A poker chips in the way is very much the moment of the crime. The hand and chips on this side belong to the defendant, Mr. Wright. Those on the far side belong to the victim, Mr. Smith. Sorry about that. I just knocked something over. Chips, you say? Ah, I mean, yes. Imagine that poker is rule. Your hand is your arm, and the chips are spoiled. I know that. After all, in my youth, I was known as the poker head of room number 3. Poker face. I think you mean poker face. Looking at this picture, it does seem that most of the chips are on the victim's side of the table. Chips. Okay, we got farewell. The defense may cross-examine. I actually think I already got something. Oh, really? Strangled, you say? That's odd. Normal customers only choke. No, I mean, the report shows that the victim died of a blow to the head. Really now. Did you witness the crime? Bruh. That picture. It doesn't seem like he was hit. He was still wearing his hat and everything. Yet it is a fact that he was hit, Your Honor. Here's a photo we took of the victim with his hat off during the investigation. Well, that's quite shocking, isn't it? His head certainly was hit. Damn. But I have seen it happen. Defendant, he lunged at the victim his neck. Oh really, Miss Lee? I think I've caught your own lie this time. Justice, I admire your enthusiasm, but perhaps you should think this through once more. What do you mean I've got a contradiction? There's one thing in our testimony that troubles me. You should continue the cross-examination. There's such a thing as too much. Versus that, let's see. There's such a thing as thinking aloud too much, too. Okay. You work team cards. Do you do this often? I am doing this. If customer wishes it, I serve anything Bourse cards or Bourse. It is my work. It's good to hear of a place that hasn't forgotten the meaning of service. Welcome you to Borscht Bowl Club. Borscht is as warm as the waitress. Thank you for not handing out flyers during the cross examination. Both players played with hats on. Yeah, they did. It's already April. How could it be cold? Fortunately, we have pride of an authentic rustic Russian restaurant theme. Outside it is city in spring, but inside it is always as cold as Mother Russia. No way, I'm going there. When it comes to hot boiled cold, is best seasoning duh. The victim he plays the whole time with his hand on locket and his neck. Lockets. I believe it was good luck charm. Yeah. He gripped it many times as he played that night. Yes, he must have felt as though it might carry him to the moon and the stars, as though if it were small enough to fit around his neck, it would have have much lift. And I'd like to clarify, this is a locket we're talking about. I mean, a pendant with a picture in it, right? Not a rocket. Of course, I knew that. Probably a pendant shaped like a rocket. That's why she called it that. No, a locket's considered bad form to poke fun at the heart of hearing and such. Hard of hearing or hard of understanding. So what happened next? Then the last hand is done, but something terrible happened. Something terrible? The defense will refrain from needless shouting. Sorry. I need to seriously reconsider this vocal training thing. Now, can you tell us what happened? Oh, I was so frightened, I trembled with fear. After the defender tried to strangle the victim, he hit him with the bot. You didn't say anything about hitting me before. So sorry. I must be forgetting this. Witness, you will take greater care with your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. And that clears up the discrepancy with the autopsy report, I believe. Then the defendant made us to strangle his, then changed his mind and chose a simpler, blunter means to do the job. Yes, that sums it up nicely. Then hit him. He's fishy about all this. Go ahead. I believe you know what it is you need to do. Right, sir. Leave it to me. There were only 3 people in the room at the time of the murder. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Right Hand. Right is the killer. I got you now. Oh god, this is gonna be hard. Tried to strangle. Bush Club. I don't know. The basement at the Bush Club. Oh my. Is it this? Wait, can I? Hold up. Wow, that the battery is being held with. Goodbye. Okay. I'm gonna. Oh my. I don't know. Damn it. And clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are they? They aren't. Are they? Damn! Oh, I gotta think. So guys, no blow to the. I don't know. Sorry if you can hear my cat. I don't know. I don't know. Wait. Oh my. No, there was one curious part in her testimony, just like that, like Mr. Games, that I literally that hurt to think. For justice. Would you care to explain what it is you're thinking so intensely? Recall a testimony, Your Honor. The victim played with his hand on locket at his neck, I believe she said. I hope you aren't about to raise an objection to the witness's grammar. No, but look at this photograph. Do you see a locket on the victim's neck? Bro, not justice. I'm impressed. I need you to be able to handle this. What does it mean? If we are to believe this witness's testimony as is, then the locket disappeared following the victim's death. Lockets don't just disappear, Your Honor. It's quite simple when you think about it. If the locket is gone, someone must have taken it off, no? Wait, you don't mean the defendant wasn't strangling the victim at all? He was taking off his locket. Wouldn't that explain it? Defendant, what do you have to say to this? Say yes. Just notice this, but you have something hanging around your neck, don't you? Oh, you mean this? Yes, it's a locket with a photograph inside. Oh, daughter? No way. Come again. That's right, you have a daughter? That's what I said. We confirmed it at the time of the arrest. The picture in this locket indeed is Mr. Wright's daughter. Can I buy that it's just a coincidence? Well now, if the results of the poker game led to a murder, perhaps we should hear a bit more about the outcome of the game. Further testimony won't really be necessary. It's clearly the defendant's law. It's clear that the defendant lost badly. So, will you testify to the court about the gameplay between the victim and the defendant? Witness testimony. Let me save my game. Okay. All right. The game began with with the game began with 300. Oh my god! The game began with 3,500 points and shit for each man. House chips come in two sizes, small and large. The one who was winning, it was victim. Bruh. For last hand, defendant played with ball chips on table and loot. The moment lost was decided, defendant grabbed bottle from the table and indeed, looking at this picture, it does seem to be a one-sided game. Who knows, poker was the defendant's life. Failure must have been a bitter pill to swallow. How many times have I heard these words? I've done it, I've done it in a fit of anger, Your Honor, and now I regret it, but common tale but true. He thinks the judge watches too many old court movies. Mr. Wright said he hasn't lost in 7 years, so testimony must be wrong. Okay. Name the game was 3. Okay. Large one was the winning. Alright. Alright. Are those the usual starting points? Were any special rules used? No, not special. Usual game, usual rules. Each man began that will be exactly 6, no 7,000 points. Please, this isn't calculus. It's not even long division. House ships come in 2 sizes small up. Are the chips in the photo of all the chips that were used? Duh, of course. Something's fishy with these chips. Should I press harder? Maybe you could explain a bit about these chips. Explain? What is there to be explained? Pocket chips are pocket chips. They're not fish and chips. Not a chip off the bat. Bruh, thanks. Now that I pressed her, I better ask something. What are these chips worth? Are they in $1 or rubles? Night, as I have been saying before, it was a game, not gambling. Hard perhaps a capitalist to understand. 2 types of chips, 100. Wait a second. Wait a second. So don't you find her comment interesting? In more ways than one, sir. I'd have it. Well, does the defendant want to witness add it to her test? Yes. Yes. I do think this deserves further scrutiny. Add it to the testimony. I wish I knew where I was going with this. Well, witness, if you would be so kind. Your Honor. One kind of. Boom. You sure it was the victim who won? Absolutely sure. And it seems our new attorney is a bit confused. A glance at the picture is enough to tell you who won if you're not in kindergarten. Just for safety's sake, could you explain the problem to the court? Of course, Your Honor. Bruh. My cat will not stop attacking my feet. In the photo, I see small chips and I see large chips. Tell me, which were worth 1,000 points? Why, the big ones, of course, duh. Oh, I thought so too. But then the totals don't add up. Totals? Let's review what the witness told us. Each man started with 3,500 points in a chip. And the combined total value of the chip was 7,000 points. Yes. If my calculations are good, let's see. 3 plus 1, 5. There are now. There are your own now. Look at the photo that allegedly shows all the chips. One If one big chips are worth 1,000 points and the small ones are worth 100, and you add them up, how much is it? Yourself, you aren't in kindergarten, are you? 10,600 points. The chips don't add up. Clearly a contradiction to the witness's testimony. Why? How could this be? Exactly, Justice. Now that you know that or what, you must be determined the why. Right. There's only one next possible way to explain this. The calculation makes the answer clear. If the total combined points are 10,600, then each man started with the night with 5,300 points. 5,300. I'd rather have fake score in which to start a game. Justice. Would different start change anything? Yeah. It seems the defense objection was even more half-baked than the score. Uh-oh. Time to head back to the kitchen. Right. There was only one wait. Each man began the game with 3,500 points. If all three chips indeed show up in this photograph, then there can only be one answer. Well, what is it? The value of the chips was the other way around. What? Want to know what I think? The small chips are worth 1,000, not the big ones. Madness, utter madness. Show me the photograph of the chips again. There are 6 small chips and then 10 large chips. Why, that makes 7,000 points when you add them up. Bruh. We're justice. It's almost as though you figured it out by yourself. Well, I'm just glad I was the one who said it. But wait, the value of the chips may be different, but that changes nothing. Indeed, the victim did have the larger number of chips still. Ah, exactly. If the small chips are worth 1,000 points and the large chips are worth 100, let's do a little math. Add up the points for each side of the table. Uh, the victim Mr. Smith had 2,900. Well, now, it seems that Mr. Wright was winning that night after all. That's impossible. My client had even less reason to kill the victim. After all, he was winning. You're right. Now, Miss Worley, you must have known the true value of the chips, since you were there at the scene of the crime, weren't you? Yeah, bro, this is getting intense. Order! Order! Bro, I gotta save this. I love Ace Attorney. It appears our defendant has lost his motive, and Mr. Wright was supposed to never happen. We must now ask ourselves whether we can. Excuse me? What is it, Miss Arthur? I did not want to be saying this, but actually, you see, see what, Miss Orley? What do you see? Last hand, there was a cheat. There was a cheat? You don't mean a trick? What do you mean a scam? They're all the same thing. Yes, there was a cheat in the last hand. That's why the game ends with the chip. That's why the game ends with the chip as they are. Great. Great. Just great. First we have lying, now cheat. Just witness, you'll now please testify to the court. Tell us about the cheating in the first final hand. The final hand. Alright. Last hand, both men had full house. There were There's 4 of each card in the deck, from ace to king. If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious. The next moment game becomes argument. Da. The defendant's trick was exposed. He took bottle 2 in his hand, forced Mr. Smith. Poorly. Why did you not tell the court about this from the very beginning? I smell a cover up here. Folks, it's time to throw back its covers. Full house is very high scoring hand. Not easy to make in my experience. That alone is enough to suspect less than scrupulous tactics. Mr. Gavin, house lawyers these days, you don't know your poker. I can't say the body's well for your chase on career. What is this? Some kind of secret court? Justice. You know the terms. 1 pair, 2 pairs, 3 pair. 3 of a kind, yes? Yeah, no problem. 2 cards with the same number makes a pair. 3 kinds of... Good, now picture a hand with 1 pair and 3 of a kind. That's a full house. Doesn't sound very easy to make, does it? You can see each player's hands in the photo. Yeah, but it's blurry, but... If I can see, right, they both have a full house. You forgot there's an easy way to make a full house. You can cheat, and the defense may cross-examine the witness. You cheat in the last hand. That still leaves me with one important question. Mr. Wright lost that hand. My cat won't stop whining. Oh my cat. Whoever heard of a professional con man losing when they cheat? Final hand. Alright, it's time to cross-examine. The last hand, both men had full house. Oh, it did have the... How hard is it to make a full house anyway? It is quite hard, It is making a pair and a 3 of a kind at the same time. I guess that's right. Very difficult to be sure. Take my word as the poker head of court number. Very difficult, but it is not impossible. Okay. Full house hard, this is fine. No questioning, I wasted time. There's 4 of each card in deck, from ace to king. 4 of each card, you say? God, there's 1 spade, 1 diamond, 1 heart, and 1 club for each card. It is interesting fact, for the number 4 comes from the number of seasons. I won't say. And did you know that the cards are numbered 1 through 13? Add all the cards in the deck and you get 364 a year. Huh? Don't say. Isn't that 1 day short? That's why each deck has 2 jokers. They say the second joker stands to keep the lead year. Thus, you have a perfect representation of a year all in the deck of cards. Oh, you don't say. We're going to be in this courtroom for a year if we keep this. Both men had cheat. If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious. How was it clear? Well, the defendant played a 5th ace. Oh. No way. No fucking way. You're wrong. No way. 5th ace? Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces. Oh. Yes, obviously cheating was afoot, or perhaps I should say a hand. Your Honor, perhaps this can be added to the testimony without. Very well. The witness will add the details to your testimony. Mr. Smith's hand had 3 aces and Mr. Wright's 2. It's 5 aces in all. So, you're saying 5 aces in all? I don't think so. Yeah. It appears the witness is mistaken. Mistaken? But my name. Look at the piece of evidence. Clearly contradiction in what you said in your testimony. That's the chips. Not justice. Perhaps you ought to explain your point of the way. In other words, use your finger to point out your. Oh my god. Alright. Alright. What particular point? So, what I was saying before. Because this right here. I'll present. So early in your testimony, you made the following claim. You had 3 aces. That's me. Bro. That's like I was saying. Well, maybe the witness was simply confused. It was the defendant's hand that held the 3rd ace in question. Take another look at the evidence. As you can see, the defendant also had 2 aces in his hand. Here's the 5th ace. I see cheating on it, and it's going on right here in this courtroom. 2 aces in each player's hands. Does make 4 aces. Hardly proof of cheating. Please, it is true. I have seen it of the 5th ace. There was cheating, I swear to you. That's odd. You must be lying. Yet she's most sincere. I've seen her. Who knows what lies in store for us in the trial ahead? Your Honor, if I may, I have a suggestion. Well, might that be Mr. Devon? Don't mind. Perhaps we might examine the actual card. Cards? Okay. Yes. The player's hands that night were assigned. Hide the evidence, would they not? The defense would like to request that the cards be shown to the court. Okay. Victim's cards are the defendant's cards. If the cards don't prove cheating, what's going on? Nothing. Now, which of these were suspicious? Well, if we look at this. Which one looks more suspicious? I got it. Yeah, because... Yeah, so it's gotta be... If it was the victim's hand that changed it over the course of the witness's testimony, the defense requested time to examine Mr. Smith's cards. Very well. Hang if you would. Very well. Alright. Well, time's a wasting, get up to it, yes, sir. Alright. When examining, be sure to okay, I know how to examine. Alright. I know how to examine, my dude. So oh Your Honor, look at this. One of the victim's cards. One of the victim's cards. Back is a different color. Eh? Eh? That's impossible. That card and deck. Was that Miss Orley? No, I merely said you have to. Your Honor, tell me what is the easiest way to cheat? To cheat? I'll tell you. One merely needs a friend, a comrade, shall we say. The dealer. Ah! Wait, so you mean this witness, Miss Orley? She's the cheater, a professional, I wager. Yeah. Yeah. What a... It's just this time to take advantage of her, of her mistake. Okay, that's fine. Your Honor, please recall the testimony we just heard. That's impossible. I put that card in Wright's hand. No, inspired to cheat, not with my... with the victim, Mr. Shadow Swift. Not only did she cheat, she cheated poorly. Therefore, it's not hard to imagine an altercation between her and the victim. What? Wait, you don't mean the defense isn't accusing the witness, Miss Orley? Are you? I'm for justice. In that room at the time of the incident. And if Mr. Wright isn't guilty, that means I am. The defense accuses the witness, Miss Orley, of the murder. Oh, is it her? It's okay. Where's your witness, Miss Orley? It appears she lost consciousness, Your Honor. Justice, Your Honor. Since you presented a new possibility to the court, suggesting a connection between the witness and the victim, Mr. Smith. And that means this court cannot be pronounced a verdict for the defendant at this time. What? I did. I held out. There's no point in prolonging the trial this day. The prosecution will need to make a further inquiry. Wait, that was Phoenix. That was my boy, Mr. Wright. You can't end the trial here, Your Honor. Not yet. Since it's the defendant spewing off. Think, one of the cards had a different colored back. Don't you wonder what it means? What are you doing, Mr. Wright? Raising objection when you're about to get off the hook for you. You of all people should know. Mr. Wright has a talent. Or ridiculous. We should get to the bottom of things. Let's clear up the facts about the game that fateful night. As was said before, we alternated between two decks of cards. That was said before. The two decks at the club had different colored backs, blue and red. One color per deck. Why use different colored decks? If we use the same color, the two decks might get mixed. We used the red deck for the last game. I see, but for some reason, I have an impression that you were using the blue cards. Yeah, me too. Someone said something about blue cards. Whatever. In the end, one of the wrong color got mixed into, which means there was cheating. Yes, a card slipped into the deck to seem to indicate cheating. Yet, this card raises two serious questions. Apollo. Yes? Let's consider the first question, shall we? I think in the last game, when was the card swapped? And there are three broad possibilities here. It could have been swapped before the murder, during the murder, or after the murder. Hell yeah. Thanks for the new, of course. Oh, it might be as simple as you think, Mr. Payne, or might. Hmm? I'd like to hear what the fuck is. When do you think the cards are swapped? I think they're after the murder. Perhaps it happened after the murder. That's ridiculous. What's the point of cheating after the hand's been shown? Yes, but tell me, how do you swap cards during the game? I'll take it. Silly over impossible. Lisa, there's a lot of silly in this world, but very little. Oh, even when the backs of cards are different colors. If you pull that during the game, you could be caught in no time. Ah, quite true. That would mean that the blue cards in question was swapped after the hands were shown after the movie. Okay, this is going past silly and straight on to crazy. I asked him, what's the point of cheating after the game's over? Indeed, that's one of the mysteries before us. There's another? Yes, a simple yet decisive question might be asked. Who swapped the red cards and the blue cards? Who? The victim is dead. Two cards remain in the room alive. That is, the defendant Phoenix Wright and our witness. Someone else. The one who swapped the cards wasn't Mr. Wright, of course. And, well, it doesn't seem that it could, what are you suggesting? That hardly, I'll admit, as a defense, I think only makes sense for you. Yes, I know, but she was the one who dealt the cards, right? I just can't believe she would make the mistake of swapping the card. And the cards shot during the game, yeah. Something you like to share with the court, Mr. Wright? Oh, my apologies, Your Honor. I was just thinking how much fun all this is. Fine, how about confusing? I have no idea what the defense is claiming, Your Honor. When you swapped the cards wasn't the defendant and it wasn't Ms. Orley. Then who was it? Precisely. I believe we're about to see the case take a new direction. A new direction. Well, find that indeed after the murder. Someone swapped one of the cards in the victim's hand, and that someone made two critical mistakes. I'm sure you're going to tell us that the first was swapping the wrong color card, because the one who did the swap didn't know two colors of the cards were being used. The only other mistake was the number on the card. Yeah, I'm sure whoever swapped wasn't expecting there to be a fifth ace after all. All they knew was that the game had been won with that in the full house, so they picked up a king from the table and swapped it in. There's one problem. According to the case record, the person doesn't exist. True, not until now, but you have to admit the possibility of a fourth person, though it's more than a possibility. There was someone else there that night at the scene of the crime. What? I believe the judge spoke truthfully earlier. You do make trials ridiculous, Mr. Wright. The trial has proceeded on one central assumption, namely that at the time of the incident there were only three people in the court. This new evidence, shall we say, change the assumption. The problem is that you choose to conceal this information from the court. I suppose that is a problem, yes. Court is adjourned for a brief recess. Mr. Gavin, I'll see you in the chambers during recess. Certainly, Your Honor, very well. The trial will resume in 20 minutes. Okay. Well, guys, I'm gonna leave this episode here of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Okay, this game is actually good. I like it. As I like every other Ace Attorney game. So yeah, I said I was going to cut something out earlier. I'm not going to. I just muted my mic and kept on reading over and over again. I had to go do something. I got distracted. So yeah. Uh, yay. Yeah, if you guys want to see more Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, let me know, and I will see you guys next time.